Right, here's an item which I think is a must for every angler to have in the fishing box or in their hook rig making kit at home, and it's a Stonfo knot tire. On one end you've got a disgorger, on the other end you've got a cap, but these have been out, especially the Stonfo ones, 30 years to what I know, must be 30 years. They're an absolutely fantastic product. So when underneath this cap, and you need to keep that cap, don't just throw it away after you've used it once, you've got a knot picker. Can you see how fine that is on the end, Tom?
You hold it a bit lower, we can, pal, against your jumper. There we are.
Can you see how fine that is?
Yeah.
Now, it does say what it does on the tin. It's for getting knots out your line, out your braid. You can just wiggle it in and part the knot sometimes. Not every time, obviously, but they're brilliant for getting knots, wing knots out your line and different things like that. But another absolute reason to have one of these in your box is when I'm studying shop and I'm serving, and I get asked this question at least once a day, maybe more. People will come up to the counter and say, "Al, I'm going feeder fishing this weekend, but I want a fine hook with a thick line for air rigging." But they say, when I try to put my line through the eye of the hook, you can't always fit it. And that's because you're using, just say, a size 16 or a size 18 hook, which is a fine wire hook, but you might be using 018, 020, 020 hook length, depending on what you're wanting to do. So when you do your knotless knot, you just tie it as normal. When you go to put your line back through the eye, once you've tied your knot, you can't get the line back through the eye of the hook because there's already line in it, and that's because it's quite thick. Now, if you have a pair of magnifying glasses like I've got here, like these, you'll see straight away what I mean. Or if your eyesight's good, if you sit and look at your hook, you'll see the line's going back through the eye, but the line is in the usually bang in the centre of the eye as it's going through, and you can't get the line to pass back through. So what I use is one of these, which is a knot picker. If you just put that, if you find that you can't get your line back through the eye of your eyed hook, just get a knot picker, just place it into the eye where the line is, and just twist them. Don't ram it in, that's not what it's for. Just push that into the eye and give it a little wiggle. That's all you need to do. When you take it out and have a look again, you'll see that the line, what was in the centre of your eye, has moved to the side a little bit. So depending on the thickness of your line and the size of your hook, 9 times out of 10 then, your 018, your 020 will pass back through that eye. So you don't always have to be looking for a hook with a big eye on it, because then that's defeating object of trying to get your fine wire. Most of the time it's on your small hooks, the line's too thick, but it will pass back through if you just put one of these knot pickers in, just give it a little whittle, and it just pushes the line to the left or the right of the eye, and your other line will pass through it. Trust me, it will work.